What's going on? This video gonna be about old Dwayne Johnson. You know when I go, oh, you know that means that they tap dancing giants. Because he came out and says endorsing Biden back in 2020 caused division that tears him up in his guts. And today's woke culture really bugs him. And my reaction is they're not handle the truth. Where do I start with The Rock? Arguably the most important wrestler to transition to Hollywood pop culture. Bigger than Hulk Hogan, Randy Savage, Macho Camacho, Ric Flair, Randy Savage. Now come on, Randy Savage, Hulk Hogan, Ric Flair. Let me stop. John Cena even bigger than. I was trying to say Camacho, I was thinking about boxing, but Randy Savage, because I was thinking about the Slim Jims, because that was huge. Vince McMahon's plantation. Dwayne Johnson, The Rock, who went from a football player on the University of Miami who couldn't keep his position because Warren Sapp came and took it, and you got to go see what Sapp says about him, to being a crossover sensation. Light-skinned Negro, kind of did like Van Diesel. They're like twins of the same situation. Both almost colorless. Got that bronze, but no one really knows. Played that crossover role good. See, and when Comey asks me, says, well, do you think that The Rock is a tap dancer? What does this say? Well, just because you endorse somebody doesn't mean things are going to turn out right. If people have division, that's on them. I would remind everybody, Biden got into the White House by default because Trump was too ignorant, irresponsible, reckless to handle a pandemic situation. That's what caused his loss. He didn't handle it as a leader. He was reckless. That's what his stupid, dumb flock don't want to acknowledge, that he was reckless. From a medical perspective, personal perspective, did not put people in the best possible situation. But then this turkey got the nerve to say in today's woke culture really bugs me. You was a black man. Your father was a pro wrestler. You know how racist it was growing up. You know what was going up. How does something that is part of what you see bug you? Well, I know what this is. See, he's a good boy on the plantation. He the same one who be holding his little old cuddly cub named Kevin Hart in his arms and cradling him. What two hetero grown men do you know gonna cradle another man like he little old cub, like he's Winnie the Pooh, and he's got a jar of honey, and he's like, oh, here you little cub, like you Yogi Bear and you Boo Boo. When did he become Yogi Bear, and when did Kevin Hart become Boo Boo? I want to know. See, you're out there in the Hollywood plantation, probably near them Diddy parties or somebody's parties, and you be doing strange things. So you part of the system. Talking about you might have ran for president, you might have done it. I didn't watch them become very corporate, very stiff-necked, very the way they like them. Turn the cat out because he's go along, get along until they find another spineless, robotic brother. You know, the funny thing about this, the big inferior black man, the black man that they like, they try this ever so often. You had real brothers like Tiny Lester, who passed away, rest in peace, who didn't tap dance like that. Ving Rhames, who does both corporate and regular, but Ving does those Arby's commercials, makes a ton. He ain't out there visibly doing that. And of course the brother that was in the Green Mile, I think his name right now. But you know I'm going at with this. They like the big black buck. Now they get the bronze big black buck. Make you bronze, colorless. Don't think too much. Don't be too much of a problem. You're a good boy. You're a good one. You're a good one. You can hear Donald Trump say, you're a good one. We like you. We're good. You're The Rock. You're strong. I'll make you a vice president candidate. I think you have potential. I like The Rock. You can power slam. You can get through racial. You're not a problem. You're a good one. That's what they tell him. And then he bops his head and says this stuff. You're always going to cause division. But what the heck does two old white men diaper Biden and diaper Trump going to cause any more attention than already was caused? Things that are said and things that are put out there are two different things. But anyway, uh, I've always been suspect of Dwayne Johnson as far as being a tap dancer. This only reaffirmed it. Yeah. I'm like, okay, you got a problem with woke. When has the country been woke about exactly? They don't talk about Jim Crow. They don't talk about slavery. They don't talk about 40 acres and a mule. They don't talk about reparations. What woke you talking about? Hip hop today ain't speaking out on nothing. Everybody's been glorified. Ain't nobody, I mean, oh, so when you see George Floyd, when you see how Black Lives Matter had to come about, when you see police brutality, what you mean? What you mean? Do tell me, Rock. What do you mean? You can't handle the truth. That's what he likes to quote. You sit there and you do your nice superhero, light-hearted movies. Keep the massa happy in Hollywood. Because Lord knows if you ever open your mouth and really think for yourself, they're going to be done with you. Please hit like, subscribe, work on thoughts, comments, and I do respond. Thank you. Wash your hands. Keep your mind clear. Watch out for another shit if you like. I'm out. Peace.